And welcome, folks, to another edition of the Michigan Football Film Study, focused on the defense, that man we call Vance Bedford. Now, we were off last week. We had some personal things to tend to last week, but Vance, listen, anytime you beat Ohio State, it just ages like fine wine. Isn't that right, Vance? You just get to it a week later, and it's even better because you come back and you have a chance to dissect it and evaluate it, and it's even sweeter. How you doing, Vance Beth?
Doing fantastic. Just happy to be above ground as always, feeling blessed. And anytime you can beat those butter ducks up there, I just enjoy talking about those soft guys. I mean, that's all I can say about them. It's like snowflakes. They just kind of fly in the air and fly away. Just so soft. That's all I have to say about those people.
Vance, you said 40%. 40%, Sam. 40% that you get there in the fourth quarter with it being a one-score game. And it's just got to get to it being a one-score game in the fourth quarter, and you got them. And boy, Vance, they were sweating like it was the Sahara Desert. Because you can see, and it was 5 degrees or whatever it was. It was cold out there for everybody except those Buckeyes, because they knew once it got to the fourth quarter, it was
Sammy,
game.
he's shown that over the past several years. I hate to put that on a coach that way, but in the fourth quarter, they get real tight. When a coach gets tight, it goes right down to the players. The players feel the same thing. And you look on the other sideline, whether it was Harbaugh or Sharon last year, Coach Moore again this year, he was relaxed. He's like, we got him right where we want. It's like you playing checkers. He got a king, and you don't have a king yet. All he doing is saying, "Yeah, I'm licking my chops, Sam. That's all I'm doing, baby. Come on now, what you doing? I mean, think about it, Sam. When my man Sharon, he did that number with the air like that, you're like, I got you, sucker. Like, he know you had him, Sam. He said, I know he finna let it go. He gave it up, and he did. They
Yeah,
just gave it up.
yeah, he had it right where he wanted him for sure. He knew that it was ready to go. Now, you also had the game plan, Vance, and we're going to lay it out very, very clearly. And you said, listen, Sam, it's not a secret. It's been pretty well laid out the last 3 years. It's not a mystery what to do. You want me to tell you, Sam? I'll lay it out for you.
Hey, Sam, the only people who didn't know what Michigan was going to do on defense was Ryan Day and his staff. They the only ones that didn't know. It was a top secret only to them, and no one told them. No one. And they didn't tell them until they still don't know. Take away, like last year, take away Marvin Jr. They rolled to him, double him. This year, it's take away number 4. I mean, I would say 70% of the time, either they were rolling to him or they doubled. And the only people didn't know was the offensive staff and the quarterback.
Mm,
He just
mm,
didn't know.
mm,
Mm, mm, mm.
mm. The other thing you said, Vance, you said offensive guys want to be pretty, Sam. You say want to be pretty. They want to throw shots. They want to throw shots, Sam. I'm just telling you. They're gonna want to throw those shots, and they're gonna try to do what they can to get to those shots. This is gonna be the story of the game, Sam. You just watch what I tell you. That voice is in my head. Hey, you remember they tried to throw that shot, Vance? They tried to throw it, and it didn't work. And they said, "Oh, they're gonna try to get back to that shot." And they kept trying to run the football to get to that shot.
Sam, come on, Sam. The run play they were running was so finesse. Sam, they trying to run a stretch play. They have the tackle away from where the player is going, trying to cut Mason, who was a 2 technique. Now, wait a minute. Our offensive tackle, I got a guy that's really an inside state of the guard. How he going to cut Mason or KG? And then the defensive end did a great job never letting the ball get outside, so the ball cut back. You got KG and Mason it's like I'm at Thanksgiving. They got turkey, they got duck, they got ham, and on top of everything, they got bacon on the top, bro. That's all I gotta tell you. I mean, it just made no sense. You trying to run that play, the stretch play, and actually a tackle or cut a 2-out technique, Sam? That's just a bad scheme. I keep telling you, offensive coaches now. Sometimes they be too cute and too smart. They had a couple plays, Sam. They just ran the ball down, who had some success, but that's Urban Meyer style offense. Just getting down in the mud, just getting all dirty and nasty. Too pretty. See, the stretch play is a pretty play. Nobody got to get dirty, no mud. You go back, sit on the sideline. It's like I hadn't played the entire game. My whole uniform still looking pretty.
See, folks, see you on the film study. You missed this last week, but we're just getting it ready, getting it prepared for you, right? And go check out the breakdown, because the breakdown, Vance really he really tell it like it is in the breakdown. So go check it out. Right now, we got to get to this film right here on Autograph. Enjoy all of the offerings of Autograph, the free blogs, the free videos, the free podcasts that are dedicated to all of your Michigan fandom. And you get those points whenever you consume these free offerings, and you redeem those points for rewards. It's the great thing about Autograph. Let's go ahead and get to the film study, Vance, and we're going to bring the first play to the stage, my friend.
And this was the entire game plan. I call it over 6. But they were going to roll to number 4. In other words, the half field, the cloud technique was going to be to number 4, and the quarter is going to be away from him. So the game plan was to take him out of the box. Don't let that guy beat us. Don't let him be a T.O. or Randy Moss type player, make the other guys beat us. And Ohio State never had any idea. We got a light box. It's either 5 or 6 in the box. On paper, logically, Sam, that tells you to run the football. I use the word logically. See, really good coaches have common sense. Sometimes you got to get away from logic. If you're good at something, no matter what an opponent does, Sam, you continue to do so. But they use logic the whole ball game, so that's why they still crying today. But we rolled to number 4 the whole time. He was not going to beat us one-on-one. So we doubled him, and you can see the corner rolling up to number 4. He's to the field. We got a half-field safety behind him, a vertical hook player, which is the curl drop. The Mike backer relates to number 3. To the boundary, we got quarters, and we got a quarter flat technique. So again, on paper, this says I should run the football. That's what this means. And that's what they did. They used logic and now common sense. Now, this first play, I wonder why they didn't do more of this. Sam, hitches, quick outs, throwing away from the roll coverage. This is one of the few good plays that this quarterback actually had. So I'm just wondering, Sam, who is the quarterback coach at Ohio State?
You know, that's a good question. Who is the quarterback coach at Ohio State?
Is it Felix the Cat? Is it Popeye? Is it Daffy Duck? Because you know what, Sam? They didn't prepare this guy, Sam. He was clue analyst, not clueless, clue analyst. I put an "and" in there because I have to extend what I'm talking about. He's clue analyst. The quarterback wasn't prepared for what he saw. It's not on the quarterback. That's on the coach.
So, yeah, I don't know if you were just setting this up, but, you know, he went and hired a guy who's been a head coach, an offensive coordinator, and been a head coach and offensive coordinator in college and the pros for Oregon, UCLA, the 49ers, the Eagles, now Ohio State. Chip Kelly is the quarterback coach. Vance, I mean, there's no excuse. There's no excuse.
No
excuse.
Except one, Sam. Been saying this since we've been on the show. Sometimes they look in the mirror and they see that crown on their head. I'm a guru. I'm a genius. But what it really is, Sam, is like butter. You know, he got a crown made of butter. When you go outside in the sun, you know what it does? It just starts melting all over the place. He got butter coming all down his neck, his back. I mean, it's just a mess. And that's what I saw in this game. Just a mess. I felt bad for the quarterback because he was not prepared because all that butter was dripping all down his neck.
I didn't feel bad for him. We go. Let's bring play number 2 to the stage. Vance Bedford, play number 2 to the stage. Here it is.
And again, we taking number 4 out of the mix. We are rolling number 4. That's all it is. Now, this is a run. Our defensive front four and one or two linebackers in the box, Sam, they didn't do a good job. They did a great job. They just flat dominated that offensive line. Remember, Ohio State they moved guys around because they had two guys during the season get injured, and we took full advantage of that. They did. They should have been doubling KG and Graham the whole game and not single block these guys. Now, this is a wham play. This is an influence play. It's like a trap. They're trying to influence guys around the field and trap them. So we go right now. You see the hard lines? These who they blocking right now. Okay? So the tackle to the boundary, he's blocking out on number 42, who does a great job on this play, Sam. And right now, the center's climbing. The left tackle, he's climbing for the back. You see the two back of the blocking. Okay? Now, the next thing you're going to see is you're going to see the guard. You see what happened? The guard is blocking back. The tight end is blocking the three technique. This is an influence play. They're hoping these guys set up the field, and now we can kick them, and the back can hit downhill. But what happened is that my man 42, the defensive man, Sam, he stuffed that tackle so hard. I thought it was Thanksgiving. He was putting stuff in a turkey. I mean, he went deep on him. We had some turkey necks on this play here. This was a great job by the defensive front destroying this play. The scheme is good, but the physicality of the Michigan defensive line and the linebackers, they were better. This is a great job right here. I mean, look at this play. That's a great job by defensive end. Now, you know when his back was supposed to hit, Sam? Inside. But they're not used to running inside because you can see they actually trapped our three technique. He jets up the field. The design is good, but the back, is that the same running back coach that tried to talk about Tony Alford when early in the year, blowing all that smoke about, how these guys weren't coached well, all of that? Well, Mr. Running Back coach who took Tony Alford's place at Ohio State, you did a piss poor job right here in coaching running back on this wham play. He's supposed to stay inside. So you should maybe go and visit Tony Alford to learn how to coach running backs. That's what you should be doing right now. You should give him some of the pay you got because that's a piss poor job right there. The play was designed to hit inside and the running back broke outside because that's how you coached him. You're going to talk about somebody else. You need to look in the mirror too. Don't get me started. Oh, Sam, don't get me started today. Don't do it, Sam.
Hey, man. Hey, they stealing money. They stealing money.
Running back coach, he stole money. That's what he did. The guy who coached the quarterback, he stole the same amount of money too. They just stealing all over the place. Ball's supposed to hit inside. He's gonna break this ball outside right now. The scheme is good. The execution of the running back coach was piss poor. Wow. Absolutely amazing. I'm ready to start singing Amazing Grace. How sweet the sound, brother. Look at that play. Look at that. The track is inside the tackle. Inside the hip and head downhill. He got to play.
Hey, you can't blame
the running back coach didn't know that.
You can't blame the kid if he's getting coached poorly.
Hey, Sam, very poorly. Extremely poorly. Wow. Somebody give me some pecan pie. Let's roll with some ice cream on top. Let's go.
All right. Vance, let's go ahead, get back to the film study. And let's bring up play number 3 on the menu. And now, let's go ahead and let's get it started. Let's get back to it and make it happen, Vance. Here we go.
Right now, the game plan again was to take number 4 out of the game. We're in the red zone on 3rd and 5. This is a combo coverage. We are doubling their best players. That's Ibuku, and that is number 4. So they went in motion. So now we're going to have 4 guys covering 2 guys into the boundary. We man-to-man to the field, and the linebackers man-to-man. Now, I have no idea what this quarterback's looking at. When you look at this picture, if I'm a quarterback, look where all the defensive backs are headed to, Sam. Mm-hmm. Look at the 2 safeties. Mm-hmm. They're all headed to the boundary. Mm-hmm. If he had a quarterback coach who prepared him, Sam, the ball should go where right now? To the field.
To the field, yeah.
It should go to the field. But we got 4 defensive backs covering 2 guys. So in other words, we doubling the guy in motion. See the nickel back, Page going in motion with him? He going to double him with the safety to the boundary. And the corner of the other safety, they going to double number 4. So we doubling their 2 best receivers.
Right. So
the quarterback just saw what was happening and went to the field right now. But he was not prepared for what he saw. So somehow their preparation was not designed for that quarterback to have success. Look at that. Look at that. We got 4 guys. Look at that. We got everybody double, Sam. We got 4 guys covering 2. The quarterback had no clue. The motion, look at the pre-snap. Look at the safeties. Right now, you're going to the field. Right now. Because they made it straight out man-to-man. And before the motion, the safety and Page had Ibuka double. When they went in motion, the 2 safeties talked through it. They changed it. See, they pointed double. Look, see the doubles everywhere? Look at the tight end coming through the middle wide open. That's where the ball should have gone.
You remember early in the season, Vance, you said, hey, I don't see the communication. I don't see the talking that I saw in the past. You remember you said that?
Going back to the Washington game. It showed up a lot. Lack of communication. Right now, I see a lot of that. Because they talked themselves, the 2 safeties talked to switching on what they initially had. And they got to some point in talking. Excellent job. Excellent job. I mean, this is really good coaching. Something I don't see at Ohio State. Really good execution. Something I don't see at Ohio State. I mean, just a tremendous job. I love it. And I do feel bad for the quarterback because he wasn't prepared for this whipping he got. He had no clue, Sam. He had absolutely no. That's not his fault. That is not his fault.
You're saying Ohio State got outcoached.
That's an understatement. Sam, we took him to the woodshed. Took him out to the wood, and we still. I just don't know what to say. They went to the outhouse. They had to pay a quarter to get in the outhouse. They only had a nickel. They can't get in. They can't even get in, Sam. Wow. I mean, you can see we have doubles. We took their 2 best receivers away. And so if I'm the receiver to the boundary who just ran that slant, he knew he wasn't getting the ball. You saw him jogging off the line of scrimmage. Who's the receiver coach? This guy should be going hard right now. So I would imagine, Sam, the number 15, he's in the transfer portal right now. He knew he was not getting the ball. So I would imagine he's in the transfer portal right now. Because he don't like his receiver coach because he's jogging off the line of scrimmage because I'm not getting the ball. Sam, watch him jog. He not even running hard, Sam. Transfer portal. Central Michigan probably call him right now. Hey, we got $2,000 for you. Wow. Sam, that's embarrassing, Sam. That's embarrassing.
Hey, this teach tape right here. But you know what, Vance? I thought that was an oversight when they were doing the tail of the tape and they were talking about the matchups. And granted, as we talked about it, Ohio State had most of the matchups on paper. I acknowledge that. The one matchup, I said, hey, Michigan, even if Ohio State is healthy, their defensive front 7, they dominate Ohio State. It's not even close. Mason, KG, Josiah Stewart, Derek Moore, they dominate them, even if they're healthy. That's the one matchup Michigan has on paper that's not even close. But the other one's okay. I give them their due. But, the other matchup that none of the Fox people were talking about that they should have, coaching, man. And if you just go back and look at last year, Sharon outcoached them last year. So why was nobody talking about the coaching matchup?
The people in the box, they never coach. They really don't have a clue. They might have been former players who played 20 years ago. They've forgotten so much things, the details of what it takes to get ready to play in a big game. So they're just going on all the paper stuff. That's all they do. They really don't have a clue sometimes. Sometimes I just have to turn my volume off because it gives me a headache. So I don't even listen to them. I just like to watch the game. They make some comments like, they be talking about, look at this coverage here. I'm like, what is he talking about? Is he drinking on set or what is he doing? I mean, it's amazing. And it's like I looked at a little bit of Woodson when they picking who was going to win the game. Woodson was the only one who picked his, and Urban looked at him like, I can't believe you said that. And then Desmond Howard the same way. I mean, and of course, they're going to go down my motto, but they understood with this game, if you get to the fourth quarter, you got a chance to win. And they knew that. The mother coaches, they didn't know that. They didn't know who Ryan Day was. We do.
Absolutely.
That's why Urban's coming back. That's a rumor, right? Urban's coming. Nah.
They better hope. They try. They say, please come save us. Please come save us. That's what they're hoping. They hoping, Vance. They say, please, we need them. We need them. All right, Vance. So now this is before their quarterback took a shot. Now, this is before their quarterback took a shot.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's make that clear.
Okay, that's freezer right there, Sam. It is 3rd down and 9, Sam, right? We're in the second quarter, 3-0. As a quarterback, if you overlook this defense, either they're going to roll the number 4, which they've been doing. So if that's the case, I won't throw away from him, or it's a quarters look. So whatever you look at, it's some kind of too high. Now, at the bottom of the screen, this corner looks like he's a half a yard to a yard outside technique. Secondly, you have a minor split. That means the outside receiver, he cut his split. In other words, he is closer to the end line of scrimmage, that offensive tackle. So from a quarterback standpoint, I'm thinking I'm going to take away our outside routes and play over the top of any inside routes. This corner's outside. This quarterback had no idea. He drops back and throw an outcut to a cornerback that's a half a yard outside, and the receiver never beat him to the spot. I listen to people talk, well, the quarterback should have thrown the ball wide outside and this and that. He shouldn't have thrown the ball at all. That's the first thing they should have said. So let's let this thing run, Sam. We got the corner to the bottom of the screen. This is a really nice play by him. Outside technique, nice back pedal, nice tempo. He stays square in his back pedal. He sees the quarterback throwing and breaks. He beat the receiver to the spot. See, I told you 17 transferring, Sam. He's transferring, Sam. He jogged up. He jogged in the play before. He's transferring. But see, to me, Ibuka gonna be that outside. When I see what they're doing, I'm putting Ibuka in a matchup for me right now. I'm moving my pieces around, my checkers around for the matchups. They never did that, Sam. Football, when games are even, it's about the NFL is about one thing, it's about matchups. I would think the OC who head coach for the Eagles and the 49ers would understand that it's like he had no idea what was going on. They were not prepared for what they saw. And we played in the shoe. It's not even the shoe anymore. They done covered the shoe up right now. Ain't no shoe up. They should not call it the shoe anymore, Sam. I don't know what they should call it, but it's not the shoe. That is our second home stadium right there, Columbus. That's our second home right there. That's what it is right there.
Stuck our foot all up in it, man.
Oh, hey, it's still that right now. It's like a chicken wing. It's stuck, can't get out. Can't get out, Sam.
Man, he saw it all the way, man. He looking.
Look how he's insane. He's nice pedal, nice tempo. He saw right now by the release. Again, that's a high school release. He stemmed outside, which told the DB outcut. Nobody does run routes like that anymore. You go step on his toes and speed out. He stemmed outside, so that helped the corner get in position to make that play. Everything they did was wrong right there. Sam, everything they did wrong showed up. Boy, that pressure, whoo, man.
It's like he made that decision to throw that ball before he even snapped it. Like
they've been rolling to my man number 4 the whole ball game, so I know they're gonna play soft here. But again, you got a cut split, the receiver stemmed outside of his release. In other words, so they're going vertical, straight line. He slowly, with an angle, stemmed outside, which told the corner, I'm going to get outside breaking route. Everything that receiver did helped that corner make a play. And that is good defensive back coaching technique by Lamar right there. That's what that is. A good DB coach versus an average wide receiver coach. Hello. We win. Sam, we win. Coaching makes a difference. Coaching. We had some and they had none. That's all I got to say about that.
Vance on fire today, folks. Hey,
Oh
listen.
my goodness.
Hey, tape don't lie.
Ooh, it don't say.
Tape don't lie. Results don't lie. You know, Amir came from, Albany?
And Sam, he been balling out.
Been balling out.
When Hall got hurt or whatever happened to him, he came in and he like, hey, this is my spot right now. You move, you lose. And he been balling out. Wow.
Mm-hmm. Him and Zeke. You think about that.
Think about it. And sometimes injuries, you start moving guys around, and sometimes they find a real home. Just think Page go to nickelback. Come on. We improved because of injuries. We improved in the secondary. We made great strides when Will and some other guys got hurt. You start moving guys around. We became a better defense because of injuries. And you hate to see anybody get hurt, but you look at it, it was a good thing for the back end.
Hey, tape don't lie. Now, again, that was before the quarterback took a shot. Now,
yes, it was. Yes,
he
sir.
hadn't
Yes,
even taken a shot. So, I mean, it's like, wow. That's just a bad decision before he even took a shot, Vance.
That's a bad coaching. Bad coaching helped him make a bad decision. I'm just making that point. I'm not going to let that go. That ball never should have been thrown because of the alignment and what he was doing. They probably thought they've been rolling to a man Smith the whole ball game, so we know we got a soft corner over here. But why'd you cut your split down? Why you got the receiver cut your split? Why you having your receiver stem for width outside? You told the corner what the route was. And so you set that quarterback up for failure, Sam. That's all that is. It's coaching.
I hear you. Oh,
In
yeah.
the big game.
Hey, look, I've never been a coach, but this was clearly one of the advantages heading into the game. And one of the reasons why I thought Michigan had a chance to win the game, because they outcoached them last year. And you had Sharon back coaching against Ryan Day. That's an advantage, in my opinion. And that's one of the reasons why they won this game. Let's go back to it. Coach Bedford, a show.
That's my man number 4 in motion. Everybody see that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they figured they could move number 4 around and hide him. So they motioned, but guess what happened? It didn't make a difference. Now, this is a good play by them because this is what's happening right now. See, this is a tackle over unbalanced line. You with me?
Mm-hmm.
So we don't really have support over here. Sam, why didn't they come back and run this play again? I won't tell you why, Sam. Because offensive coach is too doggone smart. The play sheet, they got 200 plays on there. To the circle in this place, we got to come back to the same formation. This is unbalanced formation. The linebacker to that side, he's playing for the dive, not reading his key. We don't have support out here. You get a pretty good play on that. I don't give them credit. That's a good play on their account right here. See the linebacker step up and get pinned? He should have been outside right now. It would have been a no play. But he's playing for the zone play or dive, but it's speed outside. So this is an excellent play, excellent call by them. They never went back to it, Sam, because offensive coach are just too doggone smart. They just can't help themselves, Sam. They just can't help themselves.
Yeah, man. It's like, boy.
Geniuses, Sam.
Yeah, they got stuck. They got stuck.
They got stuck, all right. They still stuck.
Yeah.
They stuck on stupid is what that is. That's what they stuck on.
The quarterback got stuck right here.
Quarterback got stuck. And we still, right now, we still rolling on number 4. 4 is at the bottom to the boundary. So we're gonna have a cloud technique with a half field technique. So pass game wise, it should be at the top. Okay. So right now we got a situation is 3rd down. Okay, we are bare. And so we got a pressure on right now, but it's a zone pressure. We dropping guys. But man, this hit here, to me, this is a play, as you said, game, set, match. It's changed the game. So we just rolling cover 2. Like, hello, Sam, he's out. He should not have come back in this game. They made this kid come back in this game. Sam, he hurt. Look at Sam. Oh my goodness. He don't even know where he is right now, Sam. How you gonna put that kid back in the game? You can't do that to this. That's unfair to that young man. Oh my goodness. Man,
he barely holding on to the football.
Sam, Sam, look, watch
Watch.
this hit.
Ugh.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, he barely holding on to the ball, man.
Sam, I'm telling you, he got knocked out right there. Oh my goodness. This play right here, and I understand the interception we just showed. Okay, that's early in the second quarter. This kid was not the same the rest of the game. Game, set, match. Game over right now, Sam. And he had a drive, a 2-minute drive, but that kid never forgot this hit. That was on his mind the rest of the game. When he dropped back to pass, it was on his mind. When they ran his zone replay, it was on his mind. You don't forget hits like that. Look at him, Sam. My man got a headache, and you're going to put him back in the game? And they kept running the kid, Sam. I don't understand that. Yeah, I do. It's called no common sense, and it's called I'm choking. In the big game, you don't make adjustments.
Listen, it was a legal hit. Look at he was over the shoulder, Vance. Clean hit.
Wow.
Clean hit. Look at that. With his shoulder.
That changed the whole outcome of the game for that young man right there. He was never the same. And people try to say, well, he came back and he threw an interception before that. Yeah, I get all of that. But that kind of hit right there, you don't play the same the rest of the game. If you ever played the game of football and you had to take a hit like that, you're not the same the rest of the game. You're not.
Ooh. Ooh. Putting it on them, Vance.
Wait. Like I said, we're in the center of the ring. This is a big match. Hey, we just slugging it out. They don't like that. Ohio State don't want to slug it out, Sam. That's why we done beat them 4 years in a row. They don't want to slug it out. Sometimes running the stretch play outside, that's not slugging it out, Sam. That's dancing. That's day. You're not going to get close now. I'm going to outrun you. I'm going to outrun you. Slugging out, man, I'm coming right down there. We're going to run power. We're going to run counter. We're going to run duo. We're coming right at you the whole ball game. That's slugging it out. But running east and west, Sam, our two linebackers, I've talked about this entire year. Our two linebackers can flat out run. That was their strength. When you try to run away from them guys run you down. Mm-hmm. You want to double and run right at them, that's not necessarily their strength sometimes. But we're going to go east and west. I was saying, thank you. You actually helped us out. They hadn't figured it out yet in 4 years.
Mm-hmm. That's what Michigan needed. They look, if it's a gunfight, oh, we got trouble. It's a knife fight. Oh, okay. Yeah, now we could do something. Knife fight, fist fight. Okay, that's what we want to do. Now we fighting on our terms. Close quarters, physical, hand to hand. Oh, that's us.
Hey man, it's like Sugar Ray Leonard back in the day, and most people too young. And he fighting Roberto Duran talking about no mas. No mas, that means no more. He gave up. That is Ohio State when you get in a championship game against the University of Michigan. They said no mas. We want no parts of this. We don't want you to hit us anymore. And they just gave it up, Sam. That's all it is.
Yep. That was a tone. I mean, the tone was already set. But that was a tone finisher.
Yes,
it was like, okay, it's a long, long day. It's a long day.
And it's still going on.
And it's still going. And it ain't even over.
Nope.
And the day ain't even over. Man. Michigan believed what it was going to be. Back with another show play, Vance. Back with another show play right here for you and the people.
Again, you're going to see our whole scheme the whole time in this ball game. I mean, look, with a light box, we just stuffing them. I mean, look at D-line and linebackers fill the gaps. Look at that. I mean, there's no place to go, say. There's no place to go. It's just total destruction by our front. I mean, you should be able to run this football. They trying to double it down, Sam. They get a half a yard. It wasn't even close, Sam.
No.
It wasn't even close. But you know what good running teams do? They keep running the ball, might get 1 yard here, 2 yards there, and they stay with it. That's been the Michigan way for a long time. And all of a sudden, you pop one for about 35. But that's called patience and understanding. This is who we are and what we're going to do. They can't do that because they want to be pretty.
I think about that, Vance. I kept thinking about what you saying that. You said that, Sam. They're going to keep trying to be pretty. They're going to keep trying to be pretty because that's an intoxicating picture to them. They keep saying, look at that. We got to run into that because the numbers tell us to run it because two things. We want to throw shots and we can't throw shots in this look. Can't throw shots in this look. We want to throw shots and we want to look pretty, just like Vance say. And the other thing is we got to prove we tough. We got to prove we tough, Vance. Because they say we ain't tough. We got to prove we tough. And we want to throw shots. Vance, it's a trap. And they walking right into it.
Sam, when you think you have to prove something to somebody, you will fail because you don't believe yourself. See, Michigan, they know who they are. Ryan Day's Ohio State, he has no idea who he is because he listened to Lou Holtz. He get into an argument last year. He get into a discussion with a guy who's 200 years old about, we tough. Wait a minute, this guy retired. Who cares what he says? Be who you are. Win out whomever you are. Don't worry about what somebody else says. Just do you. Be you. Ryan Day can't do that because you know what, Sam? He don't know who he is. That's his problem. So his team doesn't know who they are. If you're a passing team, go be a passing team. Don't worry about it. Do who you are. But he can't do that because he don't listen to all the naysayers about him not being tough. And now you're trying to show you tough. That means you're not tough. I'll be who I am.
Right. Who cares? If they say you ain't tough and you win, who cares? I don't give a damn. Did I win? like that should be your response. Did I win? What did it take to win?
He probably wish they wouldn't play in Columbus when they get in this playoff game versus Tennessee. Because the first time, as you said, they don't have success in the first quarter, they're going to start booing him. Because you know what? I'm going to tell you what Tennessee going to do. They're going to bring the heat. My man there, he likes to blitz. So he going to have some one-on-one times, but can the quarterback have time to throw?
Hey, brother, that's an insecure dude. Like, I don't give a damn what you say about me. Did I win? Is the job getting done? Am I getting paid? I don't give a damn what you say.
Me
either. What? Dude. Wow. Anyway, next play, man. Next play, coach. Next play.
This is too many situation, but again, we have a double on number 4. Number 4 is to the boundary. Okay. He got that minus split. So this is Bear Mike 6 drop. Or it could be double number 4. So in other words, we're in Bear defense. We're going to drop both defensive ends, which is something that Wick has done throughout the year. And actually, it's an excellent scheme. So you're getting pressure in both A gaps. Okay, so they blocking Bear defense, but we dropping both defensive ends. But we still got rotation going to Smith, who's receiving to the boundary. We are not going to allow him to beat us one-on-one. In this particular play, we end up having 3 guys around him, Sam. And the quarterback still tried to make that throw into him. And the one thing I'm making a point right now, look at the alignment of my corner. So you're on the line of scrimmage. You want to get this guy before he gets going, which I'm making a point for another play down the line. So don't let him get ahead of steam where he's strong. Get him before he gets going, so now he can't run through you. So we got 3 guys around him, Sam. Look at that. We have 3 guys around him. I'm still trying to understand the reasons why they kept trying to do that. We got 3 guys on him. Man. Zeke is up there close. Your cloud technique. Look at that, Sam. Man, we got 3 guys around him.
Vance, I'm so happy for that kid. He's found himself a home.
Exactly. He's come a long way because, early in the year now, I was on him a lot by playing nickelback. I'm saying he's playing the wrong positions because Will Johnson go in there and do that because this young man is playing the wrong position. But this is, like I said, we playing man-to-man to the field. We double number 4 at the boundary. Both defensive ends are dropping. The Mike linebacker blitzing, so they block him Bear. And Sam, look, run it back, Sam. Sam. They blocking nobody. Sam, the mic is free. The mic is free again. Because the back normally has a mic back if he blitzes. They don't have enough guys, Sam. With their blocking scheme. They had no idea. As soon as they saw bad defense, they should either slid to the field or slid to the boundary. And say the ball got to be out quick because we're going to be short because they're in bad defense. Sam, look at my linebacker. Oh, my goodness. Sam, they didn't realize that this is one of his top calls in third down situation. This is really a 2-minute situation, but he's been running this since the first game of the year. But you know who didn't know it, Sam? Ohio State didn't know that. They had not prepared for anything the Wick had called. Wow. Wow.
That sounds like coaching to me, Vance.
Oh, well, if they were coached, they would have been prepared for this. If they were coached, they would have been prepared. They weren't coached. They weren't coached. That's embarrassing. That's embarrassing. When you're a 20, 21 point favorite and you get spanked on your own home turf, wow. Amazing. You're supposed to be able to defend your own house, right, Sam?
Mm-hmm.
Man, they let their house burn down. People came in there and ransacked their house, took everything. Took everything they had that was worth it, and then they burned it down. Wow.
I don't know what to say.
Ooh.
Don't know what to say. That's a great play by Zeke. Man, proud of Zeke.
He's come a long way, Sam. Look at the safety's in great shape, too. Either way, if you don't go on like that, safety's in great shape.
Mm-hmm.
But what baffles me is that the quarterback forced that ball, and he's going to get a touchdown right now. But I just don't understand. He had no idea. If you can go back and look at last year's video and see what they did to take Marvin away, you got to think you're going to see some of the same things. But it's like they had no idea that you're going to get some of those same type of defenses.
Yep. What did you say, Clue and less, Vance?
Oh, my goodness. You can't put it together, but you got to put that and in the middle. You got to expand that thing out, baby.
It's a great saying, Vance. Let's show him some more. Let's show him some more.
Now, here we go. We got a double again on number 4. Okay. Now, 4, he big physical guy. You got to get him before he gets started. And see, when my man made contact, his legs would cross over. We had a double on him. He just flat powered through the double. And he could run over. That's all it is. That's all it is. Just technique. When he made contact, he was in a crossover, had no base, so they finally got to play. He finally got that one play he'd been looking for the entire time. Like I said, blind squirrel will find a nut every once in a while. Every once in a while, they finally got one.
Yeah, Vance, so that drive, that 2-minute drive, I saw that and I was thinking, okay, that's what they're going to do.
I thought the same thing, Sam. I said, they finally got us figured out. I say they going 2-minute drill, they going fast. So that cuts back on some of the calls you're going to make. It tires the defensive line out. Like, they don't come out, they're going to be slinging this ball all over the place. They came out at halftime running the same thing they did in the first half. It was embarrassing. I was totally shocked. I was like, thank you. Thank you. Made no adjustments. I mean, that was the game plan right there for them, a 2-minute drill.
Mm-hmm.
But they didn't know that.
Mm-hmm. You got to appreciate them. You got to appreciate those Buckeyes. Got to appreciate them. I do.
I want to thank them for their charity and their gift to our program.
Gotta appreciate them, those Buckeyes. Great group they are.
Yes, they are.
All right, let's go on to play number 10, Vance. Play number 10 for the people.
We still right now taking number 4 away. So they send number 4 in motion. That's unbalanced line again. We rolled to number 4. Look at that. Look at that guy run to the ball. We still rolled up to the guy. They hadn't figured out yet, Sam. We're in the third quarter. They hadn't figured out yet what we were doing. They hadn't figured it out, Sam. And look at the defensive line run to the ball. We went to that game, so we got to take him out of the mix. We cannot let this guy beat us. And that's exactly what the defensive scheme did. It took him out of the mix. Wow. They never made adjustments, Sam. Wow. Like I said, it is coaching. But it's a great job by the defensive end filling a tackle, too.
Yeah, it was.
That's a great job by him filling that tackle. I mean, he felt a tackle. You can see him stepping down. He felt a tackle leak out. He got right back in his hip pocket, Sam. Look at that. And look at the guys run to the ball. We wanted this game more than they did. We wanted this game more than they did. Great job by Coach Moore and his staff and all the players.
Yeah, man, Vance. I say, you see the time as the time starts winding down. I said, but start puckering. It's that just start getting that real tight. Start getting real tight, Vance.
Hey, it was real tight before the game even started. After that, it was just closed out.
Yeah, man.
My goodness.
Good squeeze of pebble through there, boy. Woo!
Well, he should be doing a commercial for stool softener. Let's go. Now, get that man an old-fashioned X-Lax. Come on, man. You need to relax yourself.
He needed it bad.
Woo.
All right. But, hey, the bad thing for him is it wasn't over. But, Ryan, it was almost. He was almost out of your agony. But you just had to deal with just a little bit more pain. Just a little bit more pain. You was almost out of your misery. We just got to show you a little bit more.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, Sam. Again, we rolling number 4. The whole game plan. We're going to either double 4, roll to his side, and be quarters away. This is a great job right here. This is an excellent job of Page. With his fundamentals, reacting to what he saw, seeing the ball thrown, and made a nice play. Look at the excitement they had right here. But the quarterback, everybody said, well, he's open. He's open. Well, you see that linebacker sitting right there, Sam? The quarterback needed to throw it low and a little bit more inside. But if he'd have led him, the linebacker going to pick the ball off. I'm listening to all these people talking about, look, this is wide open. Where? Look at the linebacker sitting right there, Sam.
Mm-hmm.
It's not open. It wasn't a great throw, but it's not open. I listen to some of these people talk about, man, you should have, if he runs a post, really? Really? Quarterback didn't have a whole lot of time to be running no post back.
Right?
Yeah, Sam, I just don't understand, Sam. I just don't understand. He threw it behind him, but if he leads him, linebacker picks the ball off. What can you say? But again, I'm going back to that hit in the second quarter.
Yeah.
You're not the same, Sam. You're not going to be the same. I'm sorry. You're not going to be the same. You see, from a defensive perspective, I'm not an offensive guy. If you know that you roll into number 4, that means to the backside, whether it's double, whether it's quarters, or whether it's man-to-man, well, guess what? I'm on vertical routes with the outside guy running squaring routes because I'm getting isolation route. I can win that way. They never made any kind of adjustments to attack what Michigan was doing defensively. I mean, they got iPads now. You can see what's going on. They got all kind of stuff on the sideline they didn't have when I was coaching. You have every advantage possible, Sam, to figure out what's going on. They still figuring it out right now. Wow. Come on, man. Can we send some of their coaching staff to Kansas to see the Wizard and get some brains and get some heart? They missing all those things, Sam. Wow.
Hey, hope they stick around. This Ohio State AD Give him some more time. Give him some more time.
You have to give him more time. The man has done a great job except for one game.
Yeah.
But that's the same thing that got Cooper fired.
Right.
He did a great job except for one game.
Yeah, Cooper got 13 years. We need to give Ryan 20. Let's give Ryan 20. Let's give Ryan 20. Give him 25. He just need more time. Give him more time. Give him more money.
Have you ever seen the original Ghostbusters? And they had the big marshmallow man coming through there like that. And you know what? That's with Ryan Day. That's who they are. And we are the Ghostbusters.
Yeah, man.
We spread marshmallows everywhere.
Hey, I say give Ryan everything he wants. Give him everything he needs. I'd say give him 30. He got 20. Give him 40. He just don't have enough. We got to give him more coaches. I'm telling you, the man, he just need more help. He just don't have enough help, man. That's all.
Hey, he lost his best running back coach. Where is he at right now?
He at Michigan.
How you let that guy leave your program? Sam, how you let Tony Alford leave Ohio State to go to Michigan? Sam, you can't do that.
You can't do that.
You can't do that. That was a huge mistake on his part. I'm glad he's at Michigan. Michigan's great. Don't get me wrong, but Ryan Day, how you allow that guy to do that?
And see, if I'm Ryan Day, I'm complaining to my administration, and I'm telling my administration, y'all didn't give me enough money to keep Tony Alford.
Thank you.
Y'all should have gave me more money to keep Tony Alford.
But you know what they're telling him? We paying you $10 million. Give him about $200,000 on your $10 million.
Yeah.
Then we got money to pay him. That's easy.
Yeah.
That's easy. You know what? Greed is a downfall of mankind.
Yeah.
Greed has always been a fall. So you're getting $10 million out of it. Okay, instead of taking $10 million, take $9.8 million.
Yeah.
We give that $200 to him. We keep him. It wasn't hard. That's just simple math, right, Sam? He making 10. What 9.8? He not gonna miss that 200. He not gonna miss it.
I guess you're right.
Now, unless he does things on the side, maybe he's going to Vegas, he's gambling, and we don't know about all these things. How we do? We can't afford to give up that 200. I don't know what he does, Sam, with his money.
Yeah, I guess you're right, Vance. I guess you're right. But Ohio State, give Ryan Day some more time. Just give him some more time. He ain't had enough time to figure it out. He's only lost 4 games to Michigan. And so John Cooper, what was he? 110-1, something like that?
It wasn't very good. It was bad.
Yeah, so he got a whole lot more years before y'all fired him. So Ryan Day deserves more time. So give him some more time. That's all I'm saying. But now, though, we are out of time here on the Film Study. We hope that you enjoyed this season of Film Studies. We will have, in a couple of weeks, we'll take a look back at, the season and kind of give you a little conversation about whoever is going to play in the bowl. Like they are playing in this ReliaQuest Bowl against Alabama. We just don't know who's going to be playing for Michigan in the game. You saw Mason Graham declared for the draft today. So it's kind of hard to talk about the game when we don't know who's going to be playing in it. So give us some time to see who's actually going to be playing in the game. And then when we get closer to the game, we'll talk about what the matchup is going to look like. In the meantime, in between time, be sure to check out the breakdown of the Ohio State game because, the breakdowns are always saucy and we get to take the questions from the people. So be sure to check that out. Until then, thanks for watching for the Michigan Football Film Study focused on the defense with Vance Bedford. We'll see you next time.
Go Blue.